Hi, James and Allie.
Hi.
Got a question. Do you have any motivational ideas to get your family out of a rut of self-isolation? For example, too much screen time, hiding out alone rather than hanging out together, or things like that.
Because our kids are a little younger, some of them don't read, so we actually will get together and we'll listen to books on tape a lot. We listen to Audible or Hoopla from the library, but we also love board games, so we play board games all the time. We love cooperative board games. So we'll play and we're all on the same team, and we spend a lot of time in the evenings doing that. Our kids do get screen time sometimes, but when we do it during the day, sometimes we'll try to do things that are more interactive. So we do a lot of I don't know if you've heard of Art for Kids Hub, where they get to learn how to draw. So we'll do that together. But we also try to spend as much time outside as we can, if the weather permits. So we will go and do scavenger hunts outside. We make obstacle courses. Lots of sidewalk chalk. Sometimes we make obstacle courses with sidewalk chalk. So we do a lot of that. We've also used a lot of this time to develop some life skills. So we've been cooking together a lot with the kids, which has been really fun. My 4-year-old has really gotten into making bread. So we've made bread a lot. And we've learned how to flip pancakes together and all of that really fun stuff. I also think it's sometimes good to let your kids get bored together. They get really creative sometimes if we just say, hey, what do you guys want to do? And they're kind of like, I don't know. But together, usually the 4 of them will find this amazing game to play. And I don't really know what's going on all of the time, but they love it and they can entertain themselves really well that way. Yeah, can you think of anything else?
Yeah, we have 4 boys, so they can make knights and fighting things, imaginary enemies out of just about everything. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of battles at the house.
Yep.
A lot of
forts and stuff like that. You got forts.
Yes, forts. Oh,
Yep.
Forts every day. My pillows from every bed are usually confiscated and dragged into a corner of the room, one of their beds. They're always pretend camping. So yeah, a lot of forts.
That's great. Well, we're kind of on this same little notice and just some things to do. Let's bring back in Sean and Sarah. You guys got any other ideas? Several ideas have come up. You guys had mentioned, walking and getting outside a lot, but Sean and Sarah, what are some other ideas that you might think of that you guys are hearing other families are doing, or maybe you all are doing yourself?
Allie mentioned cooking, and it's so funny. My kids love to cook with me, and it's something that we've always done together. But one thing that they love to do with it is they like to video it so that they can watch it back. And so we have done that for a while, made these little mommy and me cooking shows where their favorite part is getting to watch it back at the end, that they just love seeing, it's fun doing the cooking, but getting to watch it happen at the end is so cool. And I think it's been so funny because, our kids having to do these Zoom classes with their teachers, or Emery does her little ballet class with her teacher on Zoom. And so now she's wanting to make dance classes. She wants to teach someone something, and so she teaches to these imaginary peoples. And so they just, all 3 of them in their own activities have started wanting to can I use the iPad to record a video of me teaching to no one, because this is something that they've not seen before, someone teach it across the screen. And so oh, I can record myself doing that too. And so that's just been something fun that they've started doing the past couple of weeks, is making their own little tutorials of things that they think they are really good at. Elliot the other day was teaching someone how to draw an alligator, and he wanted me to send that video to his cousin so his cousin could learn to draw the alligator. I'm like, that's a great idea, and he had so much fun doing it. So videoing themselves, they have been really enjoying that the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think that Daddy needed some things to do also. So I'm going to steal a Stan Sherman quote right here, and it's, a working boy is a happy boy. So having the boys help me check off my to-do list, they love it. Give them a tool or something, and they're happy as a lark. And I've had a couple of projects I just haven't been able to do at the house that now I have time to do. And I'm tearing down a shed behind our house that's been here for 3 years since we moved in, and they just want to help me rip the wood off of it. And that's great. And I've had all this spare lumber laying around, and they helped me build a tree house. So we've found lots of fun ways to fill our time. It's been fun. Enjoyed
We've
it.
also tried to find creative ways to see our friends. So we live around the corner from the Williams from church. And so walking over and they're on their porch and we're in the sidewalk and, standing and waving, but it was like a family walk to get there. And, we actually got to see people. We saw our friends on their porch, and it's super exciting to the kids because they're like, there they are. And I'm like, yes, they're still alive. And then, letting them have little play dates with their friends or see their cousins on Zoom, just finding creative ways for them to connect with the people that they were used to seeing before. We've tried to find some time to do that as well, just because, we want them to know that those relationships are still there. It's just different right now.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Getting outside with the boys and doing things with wood and hammers and nails and axes and stuff. That's about as good as it gets, for dads and stuff. And then just to Sarah's point on the video stuff, I remember a professor at seminary telling me that, invest in gifts that your kids are enjoying in, that they're feeling creative, that are going to maybe develop skills within them. And so just saying this, Sarah, I don't know. I mean, Sean, my daughter is now in the film industry, and she's pretty decent at it, and she's but she started out doing just those little things. I mean, they had dramas, and they had I remember a deal called Fat Camp they did. It was just like this, they stuffed pillows in their deal, and they were going to work out, and oh my goodness. We bring those videos out occasionally and just crack up. But that was her beginnings of what ended up being a career. So pour into your kids in these kinds of ways, and who knows, they may be a carpenter or a builder or someone in film or whatever. Just they're going to look back and love these times, that you guys are spending with them. So thank you all for that.